It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Welcome to Rehobeth Gymnasium tonight. It's the Tigers and the Rebels going at it. And Mitt, we ought to see a good one here. Dothan is 4-2 on the year. The Rebels are playing 500 ball, 4-4. Got a player by the name of Johnny Welch that's averaging 27 points a game for the Rebels. So we'll see what Dothan can do to guard him tonight.
We'll definitely be keeping our eye on him, Bobby. I tell you what, this game between Dothan and Rehobeth is become somewhat of a rivalry game. You know, it's developed over the last few years. When these two teams meet up on the floor, they go after each other. They really compete against each other. So I really expect a really good game tonight between these two teams.
Okay, Thomas picks up a foul with the first 10 seconds of the ball, so Rehobeth will be tossing it in. Comes to 22, out to Welch, and he is able to save it. Driving the basket, it's 24, and a blocking foul is going to be called on 43, Ben Young.
So Dothan's picked up a couple of quick fouls here in the opening half minute of the game. I think you're going to see Rehobeth be very aggressive here early in the game to try to set the tone of the game, and that's what they're doing.
All right, that three-point shot was wide off the mark, and across the way, that's an air ball. So Dothan gets the first chance at offense.
Janae Perry passes out to number 33 for a shot from the top of the key. That was Thomas. He misses. Rebound. Up high for the rebound was number 22, Cummings.
And he's averaging 10 points a game. Turnover.
Perry on the steal drive between defenders, lays it up, misses, but the rebound is taken by number 33, Jarrell Thomas, and he's fouled on the play.
They're going to call Welch on the foul. So with a minute and 2 seconds gone, we're still battling with goose eggs. Thomas eyes the basket, puts it up, shoots in and out. The second one coming, still scoreless. This is Jarrell Thomas at the line for Dothan, and it's good.
So Thomas 1 of 2 to put his team on the scoreboard. 1-0, 6:52 left in the first.
Another turnover. Turnover number 2.
Janae Perry for 3. So it's a 4-0 game, Bobby. I'm not sure what the call was.
There are no artificial noise makers allowed in the gym.
Somebody got a little air horn.
Oh, okay.
So Perry gets the 3.
Yes, Perry with the 3 to put Dothan on top, 4-0. We got a timeout on the court. They're trying to, I think it was an air horn, and they said no air horns.
Somebody caught it up.
All right, they took away the air horn, so they'll have to try to sound like an air horn with their mouths now. Like the guy, you remember Police Academy that could make all the different sounds?
Rehobeth for 3, misses.
And a rebound by number 43 for Dothan. That was Young. Miss it. Richmond with the rebound. He kicks it back out to Young. And they're going to be called for a 3-second violation.
Yeah, he was in there. He was in there all night.
He packed a lunch.
4-0, under 6 minutes, first period.
And you know, Bobby, there's no such thing as a free lunch, so he had to pay for that one.
That's true. In more ways than one.
Drive to the basket, miss. Put back by number 24, Matthew Daniels.
So at the 5:38 mark, Rehobeth gets on the scoreboard. It's 4-2 now. Dothan on top. Make it 6-2.
Janae Perry with 2 more. So that's 5 points for Perry. 5 of Dothan, 6 points. You know, Perry is a returning starter from last year, Bobby. He and Trent Richmond and also Jarrell Thomas. So Dothan has some experience out on the court.
Thomas just picked up his second. So that's quickly the third team foul, Mitt, and we haven't even played 3 minutes in this first period.
That could be a very important thing later in the half because they'll, you know, if they keep fouling, they're getting 1-on-1 pretty quick, 1-1. That was a shot by number 14 for 3, Welch.
So it's a 6-5 lead for Dothan. In the game is 22, Jarrell Taylor for Thomas.
Richmond from the corner, no good. Rebound by number 3, Johnny Welch. Number 14, Welch. Welch on the other end. Puts it up, misses, rebound goes to Tyree Tucker.
So we're going to fast break it a little bit, see what happens here. See
Perry.
who can keep up with it. Rehobeth back down the court, pulls it up. Is Welch.
I tell you what, Bobby, Welch is all over the floor. He's touching the ball on both ends of the court. He's doing a really good job for the Rebels.
Trying to go inside, nothing there. Perry to the basket, and he's fouled.
It's going to be shooting 2. Foul on number 12. That'll be Jacob Walker. That'll be his first.
So that's the second team foul. Dothan has 3 team fouls.
Perry at the line. He makes his first one. 6 points for Janae Perry. 6 of Dothan, 7 points.
In the game is Anthony McBride, 34 for Rehobeth. Perry makes the second one.
Dothan up by 3, 8-5, 4:14 left to end the first period.
Rehobeth looking to get it inside, but nothing doing. A 2-point shot from McBride, and does not fall for him, but somehow Rehobeth wound up with the ball. 12 shoots and misses. Fast break by Dothan, 22 to the basket. Jarrell Taylor.
Rejected. That was rejected by number 34, Anthony McBride. And the crowd liked that one.
You're right, especially on this side.
On this side, that brought a little life to this side to what has been a quiet night.
8-5 is the score. Dothan by 3. Dothan working it slowly. Over to Perry. Perry looks, drives, goes inside to number 30.
That was Trent Richmond.
Yeah, 31. Richmond gets in for 2. Great feed from Perry.
Dothan up 10-5. Drive to the basket, left-hand layup by, that was number 14, Welch. Dothan on the fast break.
Travel by number 22, Jarrell Taylor. And Dothan's up by 5. It's 10-5. 3:09 in the first.
Shot, miss, rebound.
Shot from Turvin for 3, misses.
It's going to be out of bounds off of the Tigers, so the Rebels will maintain possession under their own basket.
All right, Rehobeth gets it in. Perry misses a steal. Weather shoots a 3, misses. And ball's on the floor. And Rehobeth comes up with it, shoots. It's no good.
And we're going to have a foul call on the play, and
The basket's no good.
that time Rehobeth did a really good job of keeping the ball alive on that end of the court, and if you can keep that ball alive on the offensive side, banging the boards and getting offensive rebounds, it normally turns out into something good for your team.
That's Jarrell Thomas's third. So he's back on the bench again.
And he'll probably be there for a while this time. Great hustle by number 22, Taylor. Steals it and lays it in.
So Jarrell Taylor puts it in for two. It's 12-5. Cogman with the ball, and he brings it to Turvin. Turvin shoots a three. It's off the mark.
Rebound by number 22, Taylor.
So Dothan back on the offensive side of the field, or the court, I should say. 2:11 in the first. It's 12-5 Tigers. Perry in the corner for three, misses. 30 shoots, misses. That was Tucker, and he misses. And a whistle.
.44 is called for the foul. That was Jamal Brooks, his first foul, and it'll be the team's fifth foul. That time, Richmond anticipated where the ball was going and did a good job of making that steal.
We're just over a minute and a half in the opening period. It's a 12-5 run for Dothan. Richmond with the ball and then passing it back and forth between Ian Taylor. Under the basket. Misses. Rebound from McBride.
That time, Tucker had a clear shot at the basket. He put it up a little too hard. It bounced off, and Rehobeth got the rebound.
Welch for three. That's good.
And count it.
12-8 now with a minute 5.
And that's Welch's second three-pointer of the night. 1:02 left in the first period. Dothan leading by 4, 12-4. 12-8.
Perry drives the basket, shoots, and puts it in.
Janae Perry.
That's
9 points.
Rebels trying to work it inside, this time to number 30, and loses it. Turnover again.
To Richmond, under the basket, reverse, lays it up, and it's blocked by number 34, McBride, and that's his second block of the game. Dothan playing very aggressive defense, Bobby. They're going after every ball on defense, and it's a three by number 32, Zach Turvin.
All right, 14-11. .9 seconds left and a foul. It's going to go against Rehobeth. How about that? So that brings us to the end of the first period. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a barn burner, Mitt. At the end of one, Dothan is leading it only by 3. It's 14-11. All right, back at Rehobeth Gymnasium where the Tigers and the Rebels are going at it. Tigers lead by 3, 14-11. Perry wastes no time driving the basket, and Rehobeth comes up with a rebound, gets it to Weathers. Coast to the basket, misses. Dothan with it on the fast break. And a foul is going to be called on number 34, McBride.
That'll be McBride's first foul. And I believe it's the team's 4th foul of the half. Perry drives the baseline. He dishes it off to number 30 for the basket. Tyree Tucker.
Tyree Tucker gets it in for 2.
That was a great pass that time. Perry looked for the open man, hit him on the baseline, and he laid it up and in.
McBride misses.
And they get it in. Perry gets it in that time to number 44, Jamal Brooks. And he was fouled on the play, so he's going to be going to the line to shoot 2.
McBride picks up his second foul. That's team foul number 5. 44 shoots. First one's good for Brooks.
That's Brooks' first point of the game.
Second one's up, and it's long. And the rebound comes to Zach Turbin. 17-11, 7 minutes in the half. McBride to Weathers. Misses for 3.
Richmond rebounds it. Out to Perry.
Perry for 3. Short.
Richmond rebounds, banks it off the glass. It's good.
Trent Richmond used the backboard to put it in for 2. They lead it by 8. 19-11.
They pass the ball to number 14, Johnny Welch, cutting down the middle of the lane, 4-2. Good look, good pass by the Rebels.
Rebels trailing by 6, 19-13. Dothan just working around outside the horn, looking for something on the inside. 44 shoots, misses, and a whistle.
Foul is called on number 30, Tyree Tucker. That'll be his first personal.
That ought to bring the bonus. That it? 1, 2, 5, 6. No, that's it. One more.
I have 16 fouls.
Six minutes remaining as Rehobeth brings it across midcourt.
Dothan playing real aggressive defense. That time they forced the turnover. They double teamed, I believe it was number 32 over in the corner.
McBride.
Yeah, McBride.
No, Turbin, excuse me.
Turbin in the corner and got a 5-second count. So good defense that time by the Tigers. Ball under the basket of Richmond. He lays it up off the glass. It is good.
6 points for Richmond. 5.5 minutes in the half. Weathers with it. Over to Walker. Walker to Weathers. Turbin trying to go inside.
And we're going to have a foul call, Bobby. It's going to be on Brooks, and it's his second foul. It's going to be 1-1.
So coming in will be Matthew Daniels for Rehobeth as Turbin comes out. And 35, Edric Chambers in for the Tigers. And Brooks sits down. At the line is Chris Weathers. Misses. So Rehobeth unable to cash in on the 1-1 bonus situation.
Into Richmond, and it's blocked by number 40. That was Chris Weathers on the block.
So alert defense from Dothan knocked it away, so not an easy basket on that possession for Rehobeth, but they get to keep the ball.
Dothan's playing very aggressive defense tonight, Bobby. They realize they're going after all the loose balls, the passing. They're getting into the passing lanes, and that's why they've been successful in creating some steals.
So we have a foul that's going to go against so they're going to call Weathers for a foul. 21-13 is our point total. 4:34 in the half. Perry Taylor. He's not afraid to shoot.
Perry puts it up.
So the foul is against Cummings, 22. Perry comes to the line. He's perfect there, 2 for 2. And he makes it 3. First one in double figures. As he makes it 4 for 4 and 11 points in the night.
Perry's having an outstanding game here in the first half, Bobby. He really is. And that Dothan aggressive defense again, creating another steal. Perry loses it off his foot, and it goes out of bounds.
You know, every time Rehobeth tries to go inside, they lose it.
They have committed a lot of turnovers, Bobby. What you got to do, Dothan is anticipating the passes. What you got to do is fake before you pass. If you just pass, then they just jump into the passing lane and steal the ball.
And we have a shot coming to the line for number 12, which will be Walker for Rehobeth. 3-0. That's his second. So Jacob Walker is there and misses. Walker's got another shot coming. It's up, and he makes it.
So Walker hits 1 of 2. Rehobeth trailing the Dothan Tigers 23-14, 3:37 left in the first half.
Rehobeth only managing to put 3 points in thus far in this period, and Dothan's put 9.
Dothan spreading the offense out. Drive to the baseline, and it's blocked, and a rebound, and they get it out and up, and it rolls in. That was number 30, Tyree Tucker. That time, Dothan kept the ball alive on the offensive end of the court, Bobby, and it paid off for them. And we talked earlier about that. Rehobeth did a good job on that in the first period of keeping the ball alive on the offensive end.
Weathers shoots, misses.
Rebound and good hustle that time by number 40. That's Chris Weathers.
He comes to the line. He's 0 for 1.
That's going to be a foul on number 30, Tucker. That's his third. So Dothan has 2 players with 3, Tucker and Thomas with 3, and Brooks has 2 fouls.
All right, Weathers shoots, misses. See, this is what kills Coach Easterwood. They've had opportunities to pick up about 5 points here in this bonus, and they've yet to scratch. They missed both of them.
Janae Perry brings it across midcourt for the Tigers. Over to Taylor. Dothan spreading the floor out. Drive to baseline by Richmond. He spins, he shoots, it's good.
8 points for Richmond. Rehoboth just needs to get them a good fast break going and go on a scoring rampage.
They've got somebody's got to step up and do something big for them. And that time, number 40, Chris Weathers, did what needed to be done.
Yeah,
drives the ball to the basket and scores.
He showed his size then, hanging in there and driving the basket, putting it in for 2.
And that's what they needed, Bobby. They needed something positive to happen. And normally when you get one positive thing to happen, some other things happen, just like that block shot there.
Perry shoots a 3.
But Perry answers the block shot with another 3. That's his second 3 of the game. And Rehobeth turns the ball over. They tried to force it down court instead of just trying to control the tempo of the game that time. Just slow it down and control the ball.
Minute 24. Clock is ticking. It's 30-16. Dothan up by 14. Brooks went up wide open, but he didn't come down with a basket. And a foul on Welch, his second.
Brooks at the line, he's 1 of 2. Make it 2 of 3.
How many times he hit the rim then? 6?
It had a little flubber in it, Bobby. Dothan up 31-16.
He makes them both. Dothan up by 16.
And look like it's going to be, and it is another turnover by Rehobeth. So their last 2 possessions, they've turned the ball over, Bobby, and that's something that they cannot afford to do. They're trailing now 32-16, so they need to just settle down, try to get some kind of momentum going into halftime, and come out the second half and try to control the tempo of the game.
Well, you know, Coach Easterwood's been kind of cool. You know, he really gets into a game, and he's just been kind of looking and kind of watching. And that was enough that time, and he got up, asked for a 30-second timeout, and he's reading them the riot act right now.
Yeah. Well, you just have to settle down, Bobby. You didn't get behind on one play, and you're not going to catch up on one play.
Yep.
So what you do is just take your time, make good passes, take good shots, and just execute your game plan. And right now the Rebels are not executing their game plan. They've just got to settle down and try to get back into this game.
Yeah, they've only been able to mount 5 points in this period, and Dothan just on a tear. They've made almost 20. Harry shoots, misses, and a whistle.
Foul is going to be on number 42.
Right. So Perry comes to the line to shoot a pair.
And so far, he's perfect from the line. He's 5 of 5. Well,
Misses that one.
that normally happens when you say something about it.
15 points to Perry.
And Dothan continues to play really aggressive defense. Richmond slides under the defender for the basket.
Into double digits goes Richmond with 10, 35-16.
Richmond gets the rebound out to Perry. They'll probably go for one shot here, just under 15 seconds left in the half. And Coach Goodson wants to call a timeout, and he's going to try to call a play here, Bobby. He's going to try to get them to inbound the ball, get off one shot, and try to add on to that total. Right now they're leading by 19 points with just over 9 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, Rehobeth has just been ice cold in this period, only able to put 5 points up, and they've been stuck on 16 for
And
a
Bobby,
good minute and a half or 2 minutes.
And one of the reasons they haven't been able to put many points up is because of the excessive number of turnovers. You know, you turn the ball over, it negates any scoring opportunities that you may have. So you have to maintain possession of the ball and try to take good shots, and they just have been unable to do it so far in this game.
Yeah, the hustle of Dothan has not allowed Rehobeth to get inside on much of anything.
And you got to give Dothan credit. They have played very aggressively on defense.
Perry for three.
And Perry hits a three at the buzzer at the end of the second period to put Dothan on top 38-16.
So Dothan scores 24 points in that period, and Rehobeth is only able to put up 5. So that brings us to the half. Dothan leads it 38-16 over the Rebels of Rehobeth. Well, back at Rehobeth Gymnasium tonight, where the Rebels are trailing 38-16, we are set to start the third period of play. And it was quite a nip and tuck battle here in the first half. Rehobeth stayed close at the end of one, but they went stone cold in the second period, scored only 5 points, and Dothan put in 24.
Yes, the second quarter was not a very good one for the Rebels of Rehobeth. They only managed to put in 5 points, and they made a lot of turnovers, Bobby, which turned out to be very costly turnovers. Now, you've got to give Dothan some credit. They really played aggressive on defense, and which they forced quite a few turnovers.
So Rehobeth puts it in for 2. Weathers gets his 4th point of the night. Perry shoots, misses, and a block from Weathers.
And I believe that's Weathers' 3rd block tonight, Bobby. He's been tenacious under that basket.
He's listed at 6'6", 210-pound sophomore. So he ought to be a good one before he's finished here at Rehobeth, hasn't he?
Yes, he should be. Perry shoots, and they're going to call a foul on number 43, Young, over the top. So
no basket.
So back in the game is number 22, Jarrell Thomas. Recapping the scoring from the first half, Bobby, for the Dothan Tigers. Janae Perry had 18 points in the first half. He led all scorers, and the leading scorer for Rehobeth was Johnny Welch. He had 8 points.
Perry gets a steal, and that enables 22, Jarrell Taylor, to put it in for a pair.
And we're going to have a foul call on number 33, Thomas.
That's
going to be
fourth.
number four for him, Bobby. He's had a tough night tonight. He picked up 2 quick fouls in the opening minute of the game, and he just hasn't been able to get on track tonight defensively.
Edric Chambers takes his place on the floor, number 35.
That time, the ball just went right through the hands of James Cummins. Kind of took his eye off the ball, Bobby, and just let it go right through his hands, and that's a turnover for the Rebels of Rehobeth. Something they just really can't afford to do at this point in the game.
3-point shot, misses. 44 gets a rebound, and he makes the basket, and he's going to be fouled.
I'll tell you, Brooks has been very aggressive on the backboard. He's gotten quite a few rebounds, and he's continuing to bang the boards and get some real important rebounds under the basket.
Welch picks up his 3rd foul. Basket's off and is rebounded by Rehobeth.
And another turnover, so that's 2 consecutive turnovers for Rehobeth. Perry goes in, he lays it up, and he's fouled on the play.
Okay, the foul this time is going to be on Daniels, I believe. Yep. So Perry comes to the line. He is 5 for 6.
And he misses.
5 for 7. Missed them both.
Bad sign for Perry, but a good sign for Rehobeth. Maybe he'll cool off the second half because he had an outstanding first half. And Rehobeth turns the ball over for the 3rd straight time this period.
Yes, they do. And, you know, again, they're trying to get it inside, and it's just not there for them as it moves down the way.
If it's not there, Bobby, just slow the ball down, set up, and go into your half-court offense. Richmond's called for traveling. So the Tigers turn it over. So back-to-back turnovers by the Rebels and the Tigers. Tigers up 43-18, 5:50 left in the 3rd period.
Cummings gives it to Walker. To Weathers. Weathers looking for something. It's not there. So he goes back to Walker. And another turnover.
That's
Perry.
4 in a row.
2 more points for Janae Perry.
And that time it was a costly turnover. Dothan was able to get the ball out to Perry. He laid it up and in. Good bank shot that time by number 40, Chris Weathers.
That's the first inside shot in a while.
And Bobby, they maintained possession that time. What happened? They scored points.
Yep.
Fouls on number 12, Jacob Walker.
His
second. Ball into Richmond, and it's rejected again by Chris Weathers. So I believe that's Weathers' 4th block shot, Bobby.
4th or 5th.
He's taking it to him.
So Chambers hit with that foul. Bring Welch to the line to shoot a pair. Welch way off his average. He's only with 8 points and averaging right at just a little over 27. Quickly puts one up and in. Turvin comes in as number 12 Walker sits. Makes them both.
10 points for Welch tonight. Dothan leading 45-22. About midway through the 3rd period. Now Rehobeth is going, if they want to get back into this game, they've got to start a run sometime in the next minute or so, Bobby. They can't trade baskets with Dothan High.
Richmond puts it in for a pair. 47-22.
12 points for Richmond.
Perry knocks it away. He's been all over the place tonight.
He really has, and he's a very aggressive player, and he's a good passer, and he's a good shooter and defender.
Weathers for 3.
Big three-pointer that
Welch
time by
puts it in
Weathers.
for 3.
They needed that, Bobby. They really needed that. So Weathers has come out and scored. That was Welch, right?
Right, Welch.
Welch has come out and scored 5 points here in the period. Richmond, and another rejection by Weathers. Oh, that time a behind the back by James Cummings, and it kind of got hung on his back, and he couldn't quite get it around without taking an extra step. So he's called for traveling.
So I tell you, this crowd across the way really enthusiastic about their Tigers. Brought a pretty good crowd in from Dothan tonight. And the Tigers lead at 47-25 with 3:38 to go here in the third period of play.
Well, both teams have come out this period, Bobby, and scored 9 points apiece. So, but like I said, Rehobeth can't afford to trade baskets.
Right.
When you're trailing by 22 points, you can't trade baskets. You got to come up with, you got to be aggressive. You got to take good shots, and they've been able to do it here in the last couple of minutes. They've got to try to force some turnovers and get some baskets off turnovers. And that time, Richmond took its eyes off the ball, and it rolled out of bounds, and it's going to be Rehobeth's ball, and that's what they needed, was a turnover.
And they got it. Let's see what they can do with it on this particular go. Perry gets a steal.
Janae Perry, 22 points on the night. Ball laid up by McBride.
That great feed to him on the inside to pick up a couple of a basket and a couple of points. Need a lot of those to get back in this game.
They're still trailing by 22, and a steal. Good aggressive play that time by Cummins.
Down by 20. Perry misses.
Rebound goes to Chambers, to Richmond. Richmond drives, lays it up, rolls in. Trent Richmond, 14 points in the game.
Weathers gets his second.
Richmond makes it a 3-point play.
52-29.
And another turnover. Dothan still playing very aggressive defense, Bobby. They're still going for the steals. They're still trying to get in those passing lanes. And you know, they are not just sitting back resting on their big lead. They are still playing aggressive.
Dothan spreads it out on the floor. Working under 2 minutes in the third. They just dare Rehobeth come out to him.
Coach Goodson calls timeout. He saw a turnover about to take place, so instead of making the turnover, he called a timeout. So Dothan's leading 52-29 with 1:47 left in the third. And Bobby, so far, everything's going Dothan's way.
Yeah, even with in the girls' game in the first of the night tonight, it was all Dothan. Any way you look at it, could do no wrong. The only thing that we could see against Dothan to start with was the quick foul trouble they got into, especially with Thomas and Tucker playing tough with 3 fouls. Thomas now with 4. Ben Young has a couple and Brooks has a couple. And you look on the other side, not particularly any, Welch has 3, but no other foul trouble. But Rehobeth's just got to have points.
And, you know, and you mentioned all the foul trouble with Dothan High, but it really hadn't been a factor. In many of the games, you know, you keep players getting foul trouble, and it's a real big factor. But tonight, it hasn't really mattered. Richmond shoots, misses, rebound by McBride.
McBride went way up to get that one on that play. Weather shoots for 3, misses. Perry, fast break it. To Young for 2.
That was Young's first basket. A nice feed that time from Perry over to Young for the basket. Perry rebound. He goes in between defenders instead of steps, and he travels in the process.
The kid's been all over the floor tonight. He has been Mr. Hustle in this game.
He really has, Bobby. He plays a complete game. He plays well defensively, offensively. He's a good rebounder. And you just can't say enough about number 12, Janae Perry, for the Dothan Tigers. Offensive foul call that time on Johnny Welch. He was going for the basket, and he's going to be whistled for the foul.
That's going to be his fourth, Mitt.
It's been a long night for the Rebels. They're trailing 54-29 with 46 seconds left in the third.
Dothan gets it across midcourt. Perry drives toward the basket.
He misses, but the putback by number 43, that was Young.
Young for two more.
Shot from the corner, missed. Rebound.
McBride shoots, misses, and a whistle. Okay, Perry gets hit with it. That'll be his first.
Unbelievable.
I know it. The way he's been on the floor tonight.
Yes, it really is. Another turnover, Bobby.
That was a quick 5 seconds. It don't take long, though, does it?
Is that our friend there?
Yeah, I believe it is. Under 8 seconds. To the basket. 35.
Left-hand layup,
Chambers for two.
That was a nice left-handed layup. That time, Chambers drove down the lane, laid it up with the left hand, and it was good. Well, here's our buddy. How you doing tonight?
Hey, man, I'll let you talk to him in a second.
How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm pretty good, pretty good.
Good. Put your mic down there. Good to have you back. It's been a long time.
About 2 years.
About 2 years?
About 2 years.
So where are you now?
I'm finishing up my last year at LBW out in Andalusia, but just signed my 4-year scholarship at East Carolina University.
In baseball?
In baseball.
Wow, that's great.
I had to give up basketball because I had knee problems. So.
Oh, really? Sorry to hear that. I'll tell you what, we miss you out on the court.
I miss playing.
I know it's hard to sit here and not want to just suit up and get out there and help your team out, huh?
Especially in a game like this.
Oh, yes.
You
We
know,
can remember some of those exciting games, huh, Bobby? Yeah.
I miss it, but
well, we miss seeing you play because, you know, you were always a lot of fun to watch. And, you know, you just always gave 110%. You're such a great leader and example to the other players out there on the court.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Layup that time by, that was number 35, Chambers.
Y'all been to all these games?
This is our first game tonight. I tell you what, I'm going to let you call a little of this game.
Call a little bit of
All right, come on, talk to us.
I don't know who the guys are.
You know the guys with Rehobeth.
Oh, yeah, I know the guys from Rehobeth. Rehobeth could be a lot solider if they could get a big man presence down low, but they don't have a real big man, and that's DeAndre with the ball.
Weather's done a good job defending. He's blocked about 4 or 5 shots tonight. I think the biggest problem has been turnovers.
Oh, that's always been our problem with turnovers. Just always been selfish with the passes and just instead of bouncing it, throwing it over the top, just giving it away too easy. But Chris Weathers, he one of the best shot blockers that's ever come out of Rehobeth.
Yeah, I know he really is, and he's done a good job. I think the problem has been they have just turned the ball over too many times. That was a shot by number 30, Bobby.
Tyree Tucker.
It was good. Tyree Tucker. But Daniel, how's your dad doing?
Dad's doing good. He's out of town right this second. That was a basket by Anthony McBride.
McBride.
But he's out of town right now. He wanted to come to this game, but couldn't make it.
Well, we look for him. We miss seeing him because we saw him here for so many years. You know, here supporting you, and that means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, he really misses me playing basketball, but right now it looks like baseball is working too good for me. So.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good to know.
Mom misses it too. She watches all the games we have at the house that I still have on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She's mad I don't play no more.
Yeah. I know. We think about it. You know, it's been a couple of years, and we just missed the real aggressive play and just the leadership. And that's what's going to have to happen to this Rehobeth team. Somebody's got to step up and be a leader.
Yeah, you always need somebody to step up, and they got potential. Some guys that have the potential to be leaders, but right now nobody really has stepped up for that role. But I mean, if they can find that one leader to put them back in the games, then Rehobeth will be a tough team this year.
Yes, they will. I think you know, they have some growing to do, but you know, that's with all teams. You know, once you get a feel, you know, y'all had chemistry, and that's such an important part of basketball. Any kind of team sport is chemistry.
Yes, sir. That was the thing about you remember Tracy Martin?
Yes, Tracy Martin.
Man.
Tracy was tough under the basket.
Oh.
If he got that ball in the lane, you could just about.
He was a monster. He's so big.
Yeah, he was tough, man.
But
I tell you.
me and him played together since we were in the 8th grade, and that chemistry built up. Johnny Welch with 2 right there on the lay-in. But it's all about finding chemistry with your team. If you can find that chemistry, nobody can beat you.
Yeah, that's true. In most team sports, if you get that chemistry, you know, especially basketball, because you do so many things together. And I think basketball, probably of team sports, chemistry is the most important element. Traveling call there. Well, Daniel, we appreciate you coming by. It's so good to see you. I can't walk in this gym without thinking about you.
I appreciate it. It's good
All right,
talking
good
to y'all.
see you. That was Daniel Holder, a former superstar with the Rehobeth Rebels. We saw him hit some clutch shots many times in the past.
Yes, we did. And lots of threes.
Lots of threes. At the buzzer.
Well, it's been quite interesting to see how things have progressed here. As 22, Taylor just got hit with a foul. So 4 minutes remaining. It's 64-38. It's Richmond with the ball to Thomas, who's been in limited action tonight because he's been in so much foul trouble. And it gets turned over. And Dothan wants a 30-second timeout to talk things over a little bit. A lot of things have got to happen here in just a short period of time for Rehobeth. If they're so far down on the scoring total, they just have to just about shut Dothan out the remainder of the way just to get back into it.
Yeah, and Bobby, you know, we keep talking about the turning point in this game happened in the second period, because at the end of one, the score was 14-11, a close game. Second period, they went stone cold, committed a lot of turnovers, and they were costly. And they were only managed to score 5 points in the second period. And Dothan, you know, really took advantage of those opportunities to go into halftime with a 38-16 lead.
And they've been able to manage 8 to 6 points on Dothan in this period thus far. So they have outscored them in this period. But we still have 3.5 minutes to go.
Ball passed over to Richmond, and it's 2 more for Trent Richmond.
17 points.
So Richmond's having a good night tonight.
33, Thomas gets number 5.
Janae Perry has 24 points, and Richmond's has 17. Perry comes out of the game. Into the game is number 35,
Well,
Edric Chambers.
they must not have called the foul on him. Okay, 66-38 is our score. As Welch gets to throw it in.
That time it was partially blocked, and we're going to have a foul called on, I believe it's going to be called on number 31, Trent Richmond.
You're right.
Going to the line is number 34, Anthony McBride.
With 4 points on the night, first trip to the line.
First one's up and good. Jamal Brooks back into the game for the Tigers. Leaving is number 31, Trent Richmond.
All right, McBride set to attempt his second free throw. It's up, and it's good. 6 points for McBride.
And that time, Jamal Brooks wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do. And he stepped in bounds, so he's called for the violation.
66-40, 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining.
I can remember Coach always telling me he who hesitates is lost. And that time Brooks hesitated. And
An air ball from McBride once again, trying to get a 3. Dothan gets it across. Thomas to the basket for 2.
Terrell Thomas gets it to roll in. That's his first field goal of the game. He has a total of 3 points. He spent a lot of time tonight on the bench with 4 fouls. Ball in the middle to number 12, Jacob Walker.
That's his 3rd point. 68-42. Just over 2 minutes left.
Rebound by number 30, Tyree Tucker.
And Walker picks up his 3rd. So at the line will be Tyree Tucker, his first trip to the free throw line. 6 points on the night. First one's up and in. Here's the second one coming. Makes it. 70-42.
Just over 2 minutes left in the game. Dothan with a big lead. Nice drive to the basket, that time by Ben Young. 6 points for Young. 30-point lead for the Tigers. They're up 72-42. Get the ball out to Chambers. Welch gets it, and he lays it up and in.
So Welch adding to his point total, is still off the mark of his average of a little over 27 points.
$17 points for Welch.
42 is going to be hit with a foul. Sam Brett. As 44, Brooks will come to the line. Brooks shots up and in. Total of 7 points in the game. Up and in good.
Jamal Brooks makes both of his free throws.
Traveling is the call against Jacob Walker. So we're just under a minute to go. Chambers tried to drive the basket, put it in. No good, so fast break for the Rebels.
And it bounces off of Welch's foot. Just under a half minute left in the game. Dothan is just going to try to run the clock out. But they hand it off to number 35. That was Chambers. He missed the shot. And Dothan steals the ball, and a hard foul that time.
They call it technical, didn't they?
Yeah, I believe they call a flagrant foul. It was a pretty hard foul that time, Bobby.
At 6.3 seconds.
At the line is number 43, Ben Young.
So Young will shoot the points.
7 points for Young. Eight. So Dothan will keep the ball. So we wind down the final seconds. Shot from the corner, no good. And that's going to end the game. Dothan come away with a big victory, 76-44. And Bobby, I really thought this game would be a lot closer than the final score.
I think you're right, Mitt. It definitely didn't start out the way that Dothan wanted, but they were able to settle it down and put it all together and really kind of laid it on thick for the final score 76-44. To give you some Rebel totals, Jacob Walker finishes the night with 3. Johnny Welch with 17. That's about 10 points off his pace. Cummings with 5. Daniels with 2. Turvin had a 3-pointer. Anthony McBride with 6 points. Chris Weathers finishes the night with 6. And that should total the 44-point output for the Rehobeth Rebels tonight. I know as you put together the totals for Perry and Richmond and Brooks, they all had pretty nice point totals tonight. Janae Perry really would be the most valuable player of this game because he was all over the floor. He was everywhere. He was making free throws. He was blocking shots. He was making steals. So Perry just had a phenomenal night tonight, along with Trent Richmond. As looks like he made about 12 field goals tonight, 1 free throw. So good point totals.
Yes, it really was, Bobby. Let me run down these totally unofficial point totals. Lead scorer for the Dothan Tigers was number 12, Janae Perry, had 24 points, followed by Trent Richmond, who had 17 points. Jarrell Taylor had a total of 4 points. Tyree Tucker 9, Jarrell Thomas 3. Thomas got in foul trouble early and was just not much of a factor in the game. Edric Chambers had 4. Ben Young came up with 8 points, and Jamal Brooks had a total of 7. Like I said, these are unofficial point totals, but we're pretty close.
That's right. So we're going to wrap it up from here from the campus of Rehobeth High School tonight, where the Dothan Tigers came a-calling, and they walk away with 2 victories tonight.
We got a couple of guys up here that want to interview. Y'all did all right. We talked to Daniel earlier. Now, you're who? Tracy.
Tracy Martin.
Okay,
right.
Tracy Martin. Let me talk to Tracy for a minute, Bobby. Let me talk to him. Yeah, former players come out to support the team. Good to talk to you, Tracy. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good, good, good. I remember I was talking to Daniel earlier about you, how once you got in the lane, it was almost impossible to stop. Do you miss those games?
I sure do. I miss the intensity, the passion of the game. Yeah, it's undescribable.
Yeah, I would always say, you know, well, you get the ball in Tracy Martin's hand. If he's in the paint, you can count those as 2 points.
That's right. That's right.
There you go. If he's in the paint, put it in the bank.
If I'm in the paint, put it in the bank. That's right. That's right. Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last. That's right.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, we've all put on a few pounds here and there. But it's really good to see you guys come out and support your former team. And it's always great to see the former players. And I really used to enjoy coming out and seeing you guys play. And I remember the Progress tournament and just all of the games. It was always a lot of fun to watch you guys.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot.
Well, it's good to see you. Take care of
too.
yourself.
Take care.
Thanks for coming out. Tracy Martin, one of the former stars here at Rehobeth High School. And, Bobby, I guess we're going to wrap it up here from Rehobeth, huh?
All right, man. Good to see you, Daniel.
Good seeing you, Daniel. Take care now.
Well, that's what the sport's all about, renewing relationships with old friends. And, of course, with Tracy and with Daniel Holder, we have a lot of fond memories. We had some good times.
We really did, Bobby.
With some basketball games. And, of course, Daniel was talking about his dad, and he's in school in Oklahoma, I think, but he said he's due back home pretty soon. But he said, you know, his first love is baseball, and that's what he'd like to do. And but he misses the round ball.
The
action
round
as
ball,
well.
oh yeah, the hardwood.
So we're going to wrap it up from the gymnasium tonight. The final score: Dothan comes in, wins it by a score of 76-44 over the Rehobeth Rebels. For our cameraman Art and Mitt, I'm Bobby Price saying, see you on the local origination channel.